Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and got ourselves with the bedroom key, so now it's finally going to be that time to put that key into the boss door and finally battle out with Blizzeta. Now, Blizzeta actually does have two different phases that's going to be happening. First of all, it's going to be some sort of ice monument that's going to happen that we're going to have to go and deal with using the actual ball and chain that we're going to have to go and do with our time there. And then not only that, but then she does have her second phase, which is going to be a little bit more of a trickier situation. So you just want to be very careful because she is going to start dropping some things from the sky, and we don't really want to get ourselves injured by that, but that could actually be a potentiality that we will be getting ourselves injured from that next other phase that will be showing up. But however, within these two videos for today, not only are you guys going to be able to go and see that we are going to be doing our time out here with Twilight Princess, but we're also going to be doing some more of what Yokai Watch 3 is going to be all about. We are going to have to go and do some more stuff within the main part here. Now, just be careful that for what's going to be happening here in this segment, that we will be getting a little bit of a jump scare. And I know that when I first played throughout my time of getting myself into Twilight Princess into this part of the Snowpeak Ruins, it was quite unexpected because I didn't realize that there was going to be a jump scare here. But at least now, so basically, since I actually do know about how this part's going to work, at least I don't have to get myself too entirely scared by it. But yep, here we go. The first phase is going to be starting. Now, if you guys do recall, I did say that I was going to be showing you guys the Behringer that I actually do have, because that is the brand new audio interface, and I will go and actually do show that off to you guys right now. So here is the Behringer. This is the actual audio interface that I actually do have. This has been a thing that I've been wanting to go and pick up with, because this should now actually go and hopefully at least help out with the way of how I need to go and do a dual mic situation. I did have to go and look on the internet though, however, to figure out how exactly that I needed to go and set up the second input, because for some reason it actually works really well having with the one input, but then having the second input and trying to attach the second microphone to it, you kind of have to do a little bit of some device setting type of situations within the actual said laptop itself. And then once you actually go and do that, you should at least be able to now go and get the actual two audios working there. So that part was really not all that too bad if you guys just went and got to see that right there. So now we go and move off into the second phase. Now this is where we're going to actually have to be very cautious around within this part. Now originally in the couple of episodes in Snowpeak Ruins, I did say that within this boss battle, you may possibly want to go and use some bomb arrows. It seems like it doesn't really work all that too much within using the bomb arrows, because I thought originally before when I went and did this on my original series on the GameCube version, I thought bomb arrows actually worked alongside within this fight, but I guess I was a little bit mistaken, and I don't think that is going to be the case. But yeah, as you guys went and just saw right there, I just went and used the ball and chain and destroyed out that little part right there. Technically, you do need to do that because that will actually help you out big time on trying to escape from the actual said part where all those spike things actually start dropping from the ground. But after a little bit of some time and me getting myself a little bit injured here, we will actually hopefully try to move on out of there. And just like that, we went and hit Blizzeta for the final and last time. So now that Mirror of Twilight is finally now going to be ours. So that is going to be awesome. And that is the first of many Mirror of Twilight already completed. Just two more that we still have to go for, but we'll be worrying about that a little bit later on for the next other episodes later down the road. But however, we will be moving onwards into something else that I need to do here in the Snowpeak area, and that is doing a race between both with the Yeti husband and the wife, actually. And now just be careful with the Yeti wife though, because she is a much faster type of person while she's sliding down the actual race slide that is going to be happening around, and she is going to be using a lot of the secret detour spots as well. But if you haven't really went out of your way to use the detour spots, I think by this time now you should at least try to figure out how those detour spots are going to work, because she will be taking those and it will make things a little bit more harder for you trying to get that heart piece here. Man, this Yeti husband, I have to say, always likes to keep on pushing around with Link. But I guess you know why? Because, like, I guess since, like, the wife was a little bit, not in her right state of mind, it seems like the husband actually had to go and try to take care of what's going on within her. I guess the Yetis don't really have to go and worry about us all that too much, right? Even though that we just went and saved her, though. I didn't need to get pushed around like that, man. But there we go, and it's a happily ever after here within this chapter, so that's just so nice. But not to worry, here throughout all the other different Mirror of Twilight pieces, we will be able to go and get ourselves with some heart containers. So this is the first of many of what we're going to have to go and grab here within the Mirror of Twilight. So let's just make sure that we get ourselves with that 13th heart, and we are good to go. So very nice. Now this episode is going to be, I want to say, somewhat short for what this episode is going to be for today. So unfortunately, I'm not going to kind of make things a little bit longer as it is, even though that I had to go through like the boss battle and everything, but we'll hopefully try to make things a little bit longer for the next episode. I normally kind of always like having like somewhat of these episodes, like whenever I go and do any of these post recordings, somewhat between like 8 minutes or maybe even like 15 minutes or so. Now, in some aspects, if things do kind of take a little bit longer than some others, I'll kind of give off like the maximum amount of time. Normally, I sometimes kind of end things off around within like 20 or something odd around the minutes around there. Just depends on exactly what type of mission goes along with what though. But here we go, we got the race, so let's go and do it. You guys already should know how this race is all about within the Yeti husband, so we're going to skip past through most of that and get that all completed off from here. So we went and completed it within 1:20, so that's pretty good. Alright, so now it's time for the second part, and now we're going to have to go and do the battle with the wife that's going to be here, so let's see how well our race can actually go and do. Now, unfortunately for me, I ran into the Let's Play curse and kind of had to go and deal with this at least 3 other different attempts out here within this part. Because at first, you know, when we was going through the actual secret detour spots, I actually did somewhat pretty well throughout the first race, but I guess the second time here tried to go and race through where the wife is going to be right now for this type of part. Didn't really work out all that too well for me. So I kind of had to restart it a couple times. But hey, you know what? That's all the part about playing Legend of Zelda. You always at least fail at least once, and then you get to go and retry it again, and then you actually do a little bit better the next time around, right? Alright, so here we go. Let the race begin. Yeah, there's not really too much quite of other different heart pieces left to go, actually, because, like, we're doing, like, pretty well so far for the time being right now. And there we go, and I think we'll be able to go and complete this in no time, and just like that, within 1:16 seconds, we went and just completed off with the Yeti wife right there in that race. So there we go, and let's finally get that piece of heart, and let's go and finally call this an episode here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching Twilight Princess. See you guys in the next one, and of course, peace.